Boy, you way too much, got my heartbeat speeding up.
Project Super Crush.
As the distance to Eastvale University shrinks, a mix of anticipation and dread churns inside me. It's not the first time I've taken this drive with Dad or visited the campus, but today's different. Today, I'm officially a college freshman. For most high school grads, college is all about dreams, hope, and the start of independence. But for me, it feels more like continuing the groundwork someone else laid for me. My dad, Ryan Johnson, Mr. Eastvale of 99 and starting quarterback for the Tigers, is a campus legend.
And the Tigers have secured the championship game thanks to quarterback Ryan Johnson.
He led the team to a 20-game winning streak and lived his college days as the big man on campus, surrounded by glitz, glamour, and girls all vying for his attention. It's the perfect popular fantasy every guy probably dreams of, and it should have come even easier to me. But the universe had other plans. I'm Jay Johnson, 18 3/4, just under 5'7", not a single shred of athletic ability in my body, basically the walking antithesis of my father's legacy. If there's a checklist for perfect Nepo baby failure, I've ticked every box, and my childhood only made it clear. One of my sharpest memories is from a blistering hot summer day when I was 8. Dad decided it was time to bond over football. We spent hours in the yard, him throwing pass after pass while I managed to catch the ball a grand total of 2 times. I wish I were exaggerating. The real highlight of that day? Bolting inside after Dad finally gave up, grabbing my notebook, and escaping into one of my fictional stories I used to write. While Dad did everything he could to drum up some excitement about sports, I found my safe space in creating. Writing, specifically. As a kid with too much time on my hands and most of the time unsupervised access to the TV, inspiration was everywhere. Anime, comics, and all the stuff most people would stamp as nerdy hooked me early. But back then, I never had much of a complex about it, especially when Mom was still around. Mom had this deep and honestly a little unfounded belief in me, encouraging every effort I made to be my own person. She was always engaged, even bragging to her friends about how I'd be a best-selling author or screenwriter one day. That kind of support was a luxury I didn't fully appreciate until it was too late. I last saw Mom around 7th grade, and I think my hopes of becoming a creative writer left with her. Since then, I've felt lost when it comes to figuring out my future, and this, going to Eastvale University, is my attempt to get back on track. Next to me, Dad points out the window at some random landmark.
All right, Statue of Iris. We're officially halfway, son.
It's shaped like a woman, but it's so withered I can barely tell. Statue of Iris? You've never mentioned that before.
Well, it's a landmark the guys and I used to call out on our road trips. Now that you're a part of the team, I can share it with you.
By part of the team, he doesn't mean in the traditional sense. Starting a few days from now, I'll be documenting and writing recaps for the Eastvale Tigers. It's not something I'm entirely sure about, but it was Dad's suggestion, and it feels like his way of trying, just a little, to meet me halfway. I'm not entirely mad about it. He's a little enthusiastic about the plan, but I'm doing my best to play along. Weather sure is nice. The closer we get to campus, the more everything around us transforms before my eyes. It's always like this on our trips. About 10 miles out, the world starts to feel ethereal, almost otherworldly. Eastvale University isn't just known for its high graduation rates and sports programs. Beauty is one of its founding principles. The campus is designed to be a step away from the ordinary, a world unto itself. As we arrive, Eastvale's lush nature immediately greets us. Everywhere I look, there are potted plants, flowers, and vines that entwine with the bushes, blending seamlessly with the architecture. Right now, the place is deserted. The Tigers' preseason starts about a week and a half before the academic semester, so I'm one of the few people here. It's like a beautiful ghost town, with elegance at every turn.
Carlotta Hall! How I've missed you.
The building is deep green, about 3 stories high, sandwiched between 2 other dorm halls. Outside, there's a painting of the school mascot, a snow tiger, on the ground, with a streetlight right above it.
Right there. That's where I met your mother.
You met her at the boys' dorm?
Carlotta Hall used to be the girls' dorm. One night, coming back from Uncle Marty's, I saw her standing under that light. Swear I fell in love right there.
His expression softens as he pulls out his phone, showing me an old picture of him and Mom. They must be around my age. Mom's pretty brown skin mirrors mine, and her locks are almost identical to mine, too. Dad, of course, is rocking the same close fade he's always had, but he looks younger, livelier. Mom always brought out that side of him, so I'm not surprised.
I hadn't realized how much you two look alike. You sure you don't want me to give you a fresh cut, son?
I'm sure, Dad.
All right. Well, don't call me when you need it done.
Yeah.
You know, she would have loved being here for this.
I know, Dad. Tears threaten to escape before Dad's hand lands on my head, ruffling my hair gently. There's a strange warmth in the moment, like Mom's here with us, encouraging me. But before things get too heavy, Dad clears his throat.
All right. Let's get this truck unpacked.
The inside of Carlotta Hall, true to the campus vibe, is gorgeous. Neutral-toned walls and a modern, open lobby greets us as we grab the keys to my room. Room 123.
Room 110. 120. 123.
Dad turns the key and pauses, grinning.
Now don't say I didn't do anything for you when you see this room, all right?
He opens the door and I'm met with a small, plain room. White walls and a few cobwebs in the corner. It's quaint, to say the least.
Notice anything?
I look around. There's a bed in the right corner, raised off the ground, and a desk in front of it. It's basic. Then I realize there's only one bed. Oh, no roommate.
Nope. Thought you'd appreciate the space to yourself.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
Honestly, I'm glad. It's a luxury, but it won't help my already lacking people skills. Still, I want Dad to know I'm grateful. It'll need my personal touch, but I can make it work.
Good thing you brought all those Japanimation posters, huh?
Anime. It's called anime. He's talking about my Magical Girl Midnight posters. They've been on my wall for as long as I can remember. Mom got them for me, and they've been my constant source of inspiration. After a few trips back and forth to the truck, my room starts to feel like home. The posters line the wall beside my bed, and my green bean bag, blue rug, and other pieces of home slot into place. As Dad crushes the last box, I collapse onto the bed, staring at the fan slowly spinning above me.
All right. Before I leave, there's 2 things I want to give you.
Dad calls me over, standing in front of the mirror with something behind his back. I join him, and in the reflection, the height difference between us makes me cringe, stirring that familiar nervousness.
This is something I've always dreamed of passing down.
He pulls out a Letterman jacket, draping it over my shoulders. It's enormous, completely drowning me.
Of course, I always imagined it fitting a little better. Turn around.
I do, and I see Johnson 01 embroidered on the back.
This carried me through all my years here. Now it's yours, Mr. Johnson. My superstar sports journalist son.
Yeah, I'll keep it warm. Dad smiles softly, his hands resting on my shoulders. Then he heads over to the box again, pulling out one more thing.
And when it gets cold, if this isn't enough, your mom got this when you were younger.
He says, handing me a long coat, brown and lightweight. I swap out the varsity jacket for this new one, and it fits much more comfortably.
We always argued about whether you'd keep growing or not. Guess she was right.
While Dad's jacket feels like a reminder of my place here, this coat feels different, like a hug, familiar. It makes me smile. I don't have much left that reminds me of Mom, and of course she'd be the one to call this so perfectly. She always knew things about me before I did. As I admire the fit in the mirror, Dad starts running through his list.
All right. You got your phone? Wallet?
Yes, Dad.
And you know practice is on the track, not in the stadium, right? You got Coach McCartney's number?
Yes, Dad.
And you know what uniform color you're choosing?
Green. That was your color, right?
Good. Now, what's the Johnson rule?
To act with respect and consideration for others and to do the Johnson name proud. My being here is a reflection of you and Mom.
Attaboy. I'm glad you're here, son. You're going to be a great addition to the team.
Thanks, Dad. Something between pride and pressure surfaces again. But maybe it's just the emotions of the day catching up with me. Everything is shifting. I'm starting something new, and this time Dad won't be around. Before I can stop myself, I hug him, holding on a little longer than usual, even if it feels unnatural for us. When we part, his eyes, suspiciously moist, avoid mine.
I'll see myself out.
Thanks, Dad. Love you.
Mm-hmm.
He nods, smiles once more, and walks out, leaving behind a silence that feels suffocating. I turn back to my bed, glancing at Dad's Letterman jacket. I trace the letters embroidered on the back, my fingers lingering on the fabric. As I reach into my coat pocket, my hand brushes up against something unexpected. I pull out a small, loose flashcard, something written on it in familiar handwriting. I try to steady myself, but the tears come, slow and unstoppable, as everything hits me all at once. Follow your heart, Jay. It always knows the way. Mom.